So you want us to drop our information in the chat?
Yes, in the chat box, yes. Name, email, and phone number. That way everybody has it. I am going to follow up with an email though, so everybody has everybody's email.
So how's your new place?
It's coming along. Scott is doing such a wonderful job. We have a Florida room. He's making it really cozy. So that's almost done there. And yeah, he's doing a wonderful job. He's more of our creative in our team. So he's the one that paints and decorates and things like that. So yeah. Yeah, because don't trust me with those little details. I'm the feel good person. I get everybody inspired and everybody doing a task. But when it comes to details oriented, I tell people if we're not fired, don't follow me because we all get burned. Yeah. Hi, Sarah. How are you this morning?
Good. How are you, Rosie?
I'm doing fine. And actually, you also need to meet Joe. Sarah is also in Pinellas, Joe, and she is part of Toastmaster in Pinellas, and it's a really good group of people. So, and Sarah, while we waiting, I'm gonna wait just one more minute. If you want to drop your information on the chat box, then that way I can share it with everybody later. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll look for my information.
Yeah. And I'm just gonna ask everybody to mute yourselves, and I'm gonna just go ahead and start because of the time. I really want to be mindful of your time, and I'm gonna start. Thank you so much. Again, this is a time that you are investing in yourself, and I am very proud and inspired of you because you are doing the first step to achieve a thriving, profitable, and successful business. So I'm going to share my screen. You guys see my screen? Just give me thumbs up. Perfect. Okay. So the name of the academy, and let me tell you who I am. I am a commissioner, a public speaker, a Medicare insurance broker, and in 2020, I wrote the book called, I authored the book called Ñeque, the mindset to get what you want. And that book came from all the experiences that as a business owner of the things that can make me successful. My husband Scott and I own a Medicare broker firm, and we've been doing this since 2009. So every of the tips and tools that you get today are things that already work and that I know have made my life a lot easier. So my brand promise is there we go. My brand promise is knowledge, connection, success. I'm originally from Ecuador, and in 2009 I started my entrepreneur career here in Pasco County, and since then I have built 3 thriving, successful, and profitable businesses. Now, this is some of the things that I've been doing. I'm a part of the Florida Commission on the Status of Women. I am right now very honored to tell you that I'm a secretary. I am part of the City of Tampa Equal Business Opportunity Council, in charge of the certification for minority business-owned businesses, and I am honored and proud to serve in that capacity. Back in 2010, I founded the Pasco Hispanic Chamber of Commerce in Pasco, which it was something very needed here. And because of my leadership style and get the things done, that is what I did. I am a licensed Medicare insurance broker. I have received the leadership award from the Tampa Bay Hispanic Heritage. I am an alumnus of the Smart Start Pasco and in the inner city capital connections. I'm a business trailblazer, and my latest award was the 50 most influential Hispanic business leaders in the state of Florida by the Florida State Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. Today, we're going to have three things that we're going to talk about: the academy, Ñeque, and why does it work, the four components of Ñeque, and the opportunity that you will give yourself to put yourself first and start today. What is Ñeque? A lot of people think, and give me raise your hand. Do you think Ñeque is a Spanish word? Can you raise your hand? Okay, a lot of people think it is, but actually Ñeque comes from a dialect of my country, Ecuador, which is a Quechua dialect, and it means in strength and vigor, both in body and soul. One who is strong and courageous, who perseveres through difficult times. And it comes from the Quechua word Ñeque. And to me, every single business owner that starts in this country has Ñeque in them, because you know, we have to do this every single day. And sometimes we don't know where our next dollar comes from, but our battles are won daily when you get up and do it again. So that's what the Ñeque is all about. You have it, everybody have it. Just sometimes people do not know that they're there. And as you grit and resilient, that inner strength that you build yourself to get yourself going, even if nobody else is doing it, because you have a why, a purpose, and a vision that does not let you sleep at night. Now, the four components of Ñeques have helped me achieve not one, not two, but three thriving, successful, and profitable business while I balance my business and my life. The four components that I use are purpose, persistent, persevere, and pivot. Now, pivot, I'm going to tell you a little bit farther down. It was not a word that is as famous as it is when I started writing my book, but it is very famous now after our current crisis globally, right? So component number one of the academy and the book comes and it starts with this: clarity gives you power. You will find your purpose. One of the things that people that are looking for you, because there is your tribe, you need to be transparent of who you are. Some people might say sometimes that you being vulnerable might be too much, but the reality is that is what connects with the people that they are looking for you, so they can find you, trust you. First of all, find you, like you, trust you, and eventually do business with you. So be as transparent as you can. Share your story. The more you share your story, the more people are going to connect with you. And that is how they're going to come and be part of your tribe. And not everybody's part of your tribe, and that is okay. If you take somebody else's tribe member, that person might cost you time and money. And as business owners, what we need to be is effective so we can get to the vision or the goal that we have for our business faster without distractions. And sometimes these people that they're not in your tribe will become your distraction. Be vulnerable and real. And one of the things that I tell people, be as honest and truthful to who you are in social media as you are in real life. Because when people get to know you through social media and then they meet you personally, and you are not the person that you portray in social media, which is a lot of work to do, that person feels that you have lied to them and they feel deceived and they will not trust you. You know how we have only those 30 seconds to make a first impression, and that's not the first impression you want to do with somebody that is going to be giving you business. Now, the second component of Ñeque is persistence. which is developing your ñeque. Once you find your purpose, what you need to do is you need to build habits that you do every single day, even if your emotions or you don't feel like doing it. It's a discipline and a habit that you build over the time because you desire to finish what your vision, your why, or the end goal of your business is. And it starts with personal development. You have to invest on the biggest commodity your business have, which is yourself. One of the things that I always tell people, the first time that I did a disc assessment was because my husband Scott and I, which we've been married for about 15 years, were having some issues in our marriage of communication. And it turned out that our way of, give me a second, I'm so sorry. Okay. Our way of communicating was different from both of us. So by doing a disc assessment, I find out that I was a high I, very emotional, outgoing, and Scott was an S, which is kind of the actually opposite of mine, but Scott is more creative and he is more black and white. So in that case of the fire, if you have to run, don't follow me, follow Scott, because he'll get us out of the building. But me, I'll probably get us back into the fire. So that is what we understood, and that this personality or this assessment actually helped our marriage. And it gave me a very good tool of how my lifestyle, my leadership style was for my business. Also, finding inspiring people. So for example, I follow Darren Hardy, which is a person that has great courses in leadership. And every morning he has like a little 5-minute version of business development. And he talks to you about why do the things and being disciplined and developing your ñeque and stay consistent. So Darren Daly is his inspiration. If you are not familiar with that, just go to darrendaily.com and download the little inspirational. It's free, and I'm telling you, it will change your life because it's just a way to start in the morning with the right inspiration in your life. And then be grateful and positive. You know, at 10 years old and back in my country of Ecuador, girls couldn't play soccer. Now, this is 32 years ago. Things have changed now. But I understood at 10 years old that I was a die-hard optimistic. Why? Because the way I see life, I decided back then that I would see an opportunity in every single experience that I have in my life. And even though my life was not always happy, I choose to be happy. I choose to believe in people and expect the best of them because of me. Now, that doesn't always happen, but I'm the one that needs to be responsible for my actions instead of start thinking about what other people are doing. So once you focus on being yourself, by being grateful and positive, you also don't start thinking or envy what you don't have. You are grateful for what we have. And if you live in the United States, you are in a good place. So that's one of the things that always be grateful, because you're breathing today, you living in the greatest country of the world, and you're starting a thriving, successful, and profitable business. And people like the ones that you've seen today in our that attending this class are the same. By the way, if you're just joining, thank you so much. But if you can please put your information, name, email, and phone number on the chat, I will be sharing this with everybody later. Now, the third component of Ñeque is investing in yourself. It's persevere, which meaning investing in yourself. You are the human capital of your business is the most important asset there is. And you are the biggest commodity of your business. So you know what? You need to put yourself first. And the better you are today, the better you're going to reflect that for your business. You're not competing with anybody else. You have a purpose. You were created and made to be. The only competition that you have is who you were yesterday. Who you were yesterday. Because only you can do what you were created to do. And that's where finding your purpose and your why is so important. And your why needs to scare you so much, need to get other people thinking, is this person crazy? Because only you, when other people think you're crazy, have that ñeque and desire to continue to go. Again, I mentioned you better, the only competition you have is being better than what you were yesterday. Then the last component of ñeque is, I call it the ACDC. Well, it's pivot, but I call this the ACDC of pivot. So first of all, after you have a big change in your life, or you want to go ahead and change yourself, so the change can be something that you do it yourself, or you out of that control, you first of all adapt. You need to be able to be positive enough and go with the flow to be adaptable. You know, the only sure thing in life is change. Then you create. You get all those things. If you, for example, during our pandemic, I have so much content in my head, but I never had it together. So I created that content, and that's what I came out with the Ñeque Academy, and that is a 12 chapter course. Is self-guided, and you can do it on your own. But it's my knowledge of everything that has worked for me that I can have put it together, so you will be able to take advantage of that. Then I developed that. I collaborated with other of my sphere of influence, business owners and networking bodies, and that's how I created the academy. And now it's out for people to do it, and you can do the same thing. Adapt, create, develop, and collaborate, so you will be able to achieve, like I mentioned, a thriving, successful, and profitable business. Now, today we have the opportunity that, because it's this is my second class, but it's my first time that I'm offering the academy. This price is not going to be one that you will be seeing in the future, but because it's you guys and it is a self-guided course, I call this the Espresso membership, because it has to do a lot with my brand that goes with the Cafecito with Rosie. So, you know, if you got an espresso, it's just ready to go. And once you drink it, you pump up and you're ready to go for the day. And it has a value of $3,000. You have access to a 12-week self-guided virtual academy facilitated by me. You receive your Ñeque workbook with chapters that you can actually work on. It's actually a PDF file, printable, but you can actually fill it out and then save it and have it for future. Access to our private Ñeque Academy community Facebook page, where you can share, network virtually with Ñeque alumni, and I'm gonna be there managing that. Of other highly motivated business owners and entrepreneurs will also be sharing their experiences there, so you don't feel alone. Sometimes one of the things that happen as a business owner is you think that you're the only one going through these struggles, but there is people that have been there and they're in the other side. And a lot of the followers that we have in that the Ñeque Academy alumni are people that they honestly want to help others succeed. You will have access to monthly inspiration and accountability, because you'll have me just rooting for you. I want you to be successful. I want you to win. And I will do anything and everything in my power with all my passion to make sure that you do that. Why? 70% of the economy of the United States is run by small businesses. So it is in our best interest that all small businesses right now are successful. Another tip that I want to give you is, if you are a Hispanic business owner, a women Hispanic business owner, we are starting 3 times faster businesses than any other community. And let me explain that again. Hispanic women are starting businesses 3 times faster than any other community over there. So yeah, chicas, we got it. We are changing this country. So again, that doesn't mean that, we're better than anybody else. No, it's just we have that ñeque, that grit, that resilience, and we do not let go. That's what they call it Latina for, Latinas. You hear that Shakira song? Latinas, right? It's amazing. Anyway, the next thing is there's opportunities to network and get to know other members that, again, like I mentioned, has the same vision and the same ideas that we all have. We all want to be successful. We all want to help others. And there is some member-only pricing from program and services for the Rosie Paulsen enterprise. This is what the cost of the academy is, $297 one-time payment, but I do have a 100% satisfaction guarantee. If you're not happy, you're not using these tips, I will refund that money. One of the things is that you can have the academy by itself, or you can use it with the book. And the way we do this is the book has 12 chapters. So you will read one chapter of the book, you will see the video of the academy, and then you'll do the workbook. And then you continue to do that. But the academy is also self-guided. So if you don't have the book, you can also do it yourself without that. And it's everything online. And I want to show you really quick. Let me see if this, yes, Scott did this for me. And so this is the page in my business that tells you about the academy, but I want to show you do you guys, can you give me a thumbs up if you've seen the video? Yes, okay. So this is the back of the academy. Once you join, you will be taken into the 12-week courses that you can do it at yourself pace. You do the video, and then there's resources for each chapter. And with the resources also, you have the workbook, and you have questions that you will answer. And they're fillable, and you can download it and print them if you want to, or you can save it in your computer. And you and I in the group, in the Facebook group, will talk about these things. So this is a little bit of, do you guys see the video of the workbook on the computer? Give me like a thumbs up if you see it. Thumbs up? Yeah, perfect. And see, she is showing you how you can fill up information. So you will get the video, you will get the questions to go with the video, and then you answer those questions. And let me tell you something. You have the answer. My job is just to pick on your brain as an outside thinker, as an outside person, to let you know, hey, have you thought about this? And because I know so many people, the resources are easy because you might not know somebody that is experiencing what you have experienced. But I know that person and I can connect you. And then now you guys have a relationship that you have built. And all this, I'm telling you, is based on relationships that I have built in my over 20 years of relationship building on my business. So yes, I sell Medicare and I help people with the options for Medicare, but I build long-lasting, thriving relationships that turn into profit, that turn into friendships, and then we all prosper on that. And I just want to, she's almost done with that video that is very powerful. And that's what the Academy is all about. All righty, so let me go back in here. And to finish, I want to finish with this quote, which is part of my book. Perseverance is a stubbornness with a purpose. Perseverance is a stubbornness with a purpose. We all have a purpose. It's how bad you want it, right? And that's why your why is so important. Let me stop sharing here. And that's it for now. So, questions. Oh, thank you, Diana, for being here. Thank you, Janice. I know. Thank you for all being here, and thank you for putting your information in the chat. Questions. Joe, do you have a question? No. All righty. All righty. And you can unmute yourself if you want to. Liz, yes, Lizzie, go ahead, honey.
Hi, good morning, ladies. Good morning, Rosie. Thank you for doing this. I had just a few questions, and I'm sorry I jumped in a little late.
No, that's
I couldn't
okay.
get my computer to work with the Zoom. So as far as the course that you're doing, it's a 12-week course because it's 12 chapters. I've only read half of the book, but very interesting and a lot of information that I actually am trying to put into practice with my own businesses. And I will be talking to you aside from this, but it's a 12-week course. So for example, if I'm going on vacation, I can still access from the computer the information.
Yes, because as you can see it in there, it's at your own pace. And as a matter of fact, there's a few people that I have invited. So, and they're overachievers. So they want to do it in 1 weekend. They went to a hotel and they got the book and they got the academy and they did it. And I had a lady that wrote my book in 6 hours. But I was like, oh my God. And then there's another lady that just needed and wanted all this information because she was so lost. So she invested on this time for herself. And that's what it is. It's a self-guided course. I've already did most of the work there. I just want you now, with my guidance, do it yourself. But you will be able to look at those answers and ask them in the group, which I'm always active about in the Facebook group. But you know, most of you guys might got my cell phone number. Text it to me. I would love to have you guys to help you because it is for me to be an access and a resource so you can be successful, so you can achieve that thriving, successful, and profitable business that we all desire. Some of us might be right now in a fork in the road, which you don't know what you're gonna do next. You might have a job, you might not. You might have a business, and that business might no longer be available in about 3 months. So here, these are resources that has taken me 20 years to put together in your hands so you can be successful.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. And if you don't know, I just want to really quick, Diana Cortez. Hi, honey. So Diana is the president of the Tampa Bay Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. So I'm honored to have her here. She's an amazing lady. And you guys gonna hear amazing things that's happening with the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. Esperanza, really quick, or Hope, she's part of a Power Gals, and she's the leader in Pinellas. So Sarah is also leader of Toastmasters. They get together every Friday. Liz is the leader for the Power Gals with a Latin twist, which means in Wesley Chapel. Jenny is my amazing, I cannot tell you, editor. So if you guys been receiving my newsletters and you see how beautiful they are and my videos and YouTube, Jenny's helped me get my YouTube video viral. Joe has been a friend of mine for many, many, many years. It's a one person that I call my sounding board. He's one of my big mentors. If I have a problem, I just text him and say, what do you think of this? And Joe is always willing to answer, and I love him for that. And Carmen, I cannot tell you, ladies, Carmen right now is working on her realtor license, but she's actually, I call her my interpreter, because everywhere I go, she really understands what I'm trying to say in my in broken English sometimes, in my Spanglish. And she says, this is what Rosie means. But it's one of the persons that I consider my right-hand person. So all of you guys are amazing, are people that are here with the right heart. So I'm glad and thank you that you guys are here and invest in yourself. This is an invest that is going to, and if you are not making double and triple your money, once you finish this course, Trust me, 100% money back guarantee, because I want you to be successful. Okay. Alrighty, everybody. So I'm going to actually let me share the link here in the okay, in the no, it's not this one. It's this one. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna say okay, here we go. This is the page, so you guys can see it on the chat, and you can click on it. And this is what I wanted to close this meeting with. If you guys purchase the Academy today, not you, Liz, but everybody else that have not purchased my book, and not Carmen, because I know you have it, I will go ahead and give you the book for you at no additional cost. And Liz and Carmen, I'll give you another book for you too. That way you can give it to somebody else. But if you do purchase the Academy today, I will go ahead and give you the book at no additional cost. Just let me know. I will see it. But this will be something that you guys will not regret on doing. It is about 10 o'clock in the morning, and I do want to thank you again one more time. This is Rosie Paulsen. I love you guys, and just stay pure, stay positive, and then stay inspired. Okay?
Thank you, Rosie. Have a good day. Thank you, Mama.
Thanks, Rosie.
Bye.
Thanks, Rosie.
You're welcome.